The most common fear about covered calls isn't losing money for most people. It's having your shares taken away from you. You built a position. You've been watching it grow. You sell a covered call to collect some of that income, and suddenly the stock runs past your strike and the shares are gone. You missed any further upside. You feel like the strategy cost you more than it actually gave you, and that fear is real, but it's also built on a misunderstanding about what the covered call actually is designed to do and about what losing your shares actually means when you look at the full math. So let me explain a specific scenario that creates this kind of feeling for us, right? Let's say you own 100 shares of a stock at 38 bucks cost basis. The stock is at 42, you sell a covered call at, let's say, a $45 strike for 90 cents. The stock keeps climbing, it hits 48 bucks by expiration, your shares get called away at 45. The stock is now at 48, but you sold at 45. You missed $3 per share. You feel like the covered call cost you money that was rightfully yours. But here's what's actually happened. You bought at 38, you sold at 45, you made $7 per share in appreciation plus $90 in premium. Total $7.90 per share on a position you entered at 38. That's almost a 21% return. The $3 the stock moved after your strike was not yours to have or to lose. You agreed to sell at 45 the moment you sold the call. The premium was your payment for making that agreement in advance, okay? The feeling of having, missed something, it's real for sure. The financial reality is that you made 21% on the position though, okay? But here's the framework that makes the covered call risk question even clearer for us. There are two completely different types of positions, and running covered calls on each one has completely different logic, okay? The first type is a wheel position, a stock you were assigned on through a put that you're actively managing now, right? Through covered call phase with the intention of eventually exiting. You don't have a strong attachment to holding the shares long term, okay? The covered call phase is income generation on the way to cycling the capital into the next setup. Right? On these positions, getting called away is not a risk. It's a designed exit. The covered call serves its purpose, right? The premium, obviously we collected it. The shares left at a profit. Capital is free to run the next setup, right? This is the strategy working exactly as intended. The second type is long-term core holdings, SCHD, SPY, a dividend growth stock that you're planning to accumulate for 15, 20 years. These positions have a different kind of purpose. Selling covered calls too aggressively on them risks having your core accumulation positions called away at inopportune times, disrupting decades potentially of compounding. The risk people are worried about when they ask, is a covered call premium worth selling my shares, is almost always about the second type I'm talking about. And the answer to that specific question is only if you use the right strikes at the right timing on positions where at the exit at those levels, you would be genuinely happy with. Now, we only have a short period of time together on this video, but if you're a beginner, and I want to invite you to a completely free beginner workshop that I put together. It's 90 minutes long. At the end, you get my 15 favorite stocks, all under $30 to run the wheel strategy on, my 2 premium calculators, as well as my full trade lock template. You can find the link to register for that training after today's video by clicking the first link in the description of today's video. Now let's talk about when being called away, it's not a problem. On a wheel position, a stock you entered specifically to run through the put to covered call cycle, getting called away is how the trade ends profitably, okay? The math works really simply, right? You sold the put, collected premium, you were assigned, you began selling your covered calls, right? The covered calls generate income, obviously, while the stock hopefully recovers or just holds steady for us. Eventually, a covered call results in the shares being called away at a strike above our cost basis. The premium plus the appreciation on exit equals the full return on the cycle. Every time this happens cleanly, assigned stock exits at a profit through called away covered call, right? You've run the wheel strategy correctly, okay? Capital returns to you. You start the next setup. Fantastic. The fear of losing the shares in this scenario is really misplaced. Losing the shares at a profit really is the goal here. Let's talk about when being called away is a real problem, like we briefly mentioned. And here's where the risk is legitimate, even for me. If you're holding like an SCHD or SPY or QQQ as a long-term accumulation position and you sell covered calls with strikes too close to the current price just to maximize premium, you're risking having your core, compounding engine called away from you. that really does have a cost, right? Suppose you sell a covered call on your SCHD position, let's say at $33 when SCHD is at like 31, right? Just $2 above the current price because the premium looked decent for you. SCHD rallies to 34, your shares get called away at 33 during what turns out to be an extended bull run. You're now out of a position you intended to compound for, let's say, a decade or two. Re-entering at 34 costs more than you left at. The premium that you collected was probably, let's say, 35 to 50 bucks. The disruption to your compounding plan cost far more over the long term. This is the covered call risk that really does matter, right? Not losing shares from a wheel position, okay? Losing shares from a core accumulation position because you were aggressive with the strike for a small amount of premium. Let's talk about strike discipline, right? That tries to at least eliminate this risk. And here's what makes covered calls on long-term positions a little bit safer instead of very high risk. The strike needs to be far enough out of the current price that you would genuinely be comfortable exiting at that level. Everybody's got a price, but not just financially comfortable, right? Strategically comfortable. If SCHG being called away at 38 when it's trading at 31 means you'd exit with a meaningful gain and be able to reinvest at whatever the next setup is, that's a defensible stake if that's even available. If the strike is so close that the stock getting there and getting called away would feel like a loss or an interruption to the plan, it's the wrong strike for this type of position. For long-term core holdings, I apply a really simple test. If this call expires in the money and my shares leave, do I feel good about the outcome? If yes, the strike is appropriate. If not, I move it further out if I can or just hold. The premium will be lower on the far strike, of course, that's fine. The premium on a core holding is supplemental income, not the full strategy. Protecting the compounding is the strategy, okay? But the question, is covered call premium worth the risk of selling our shares? Gets asked if it has one answer. It has two, depending on the type of position that you're really talking about. On a normal wheel strategy position, one you're actively cycling through puts and your covered calls, getting called away at a profit is not a risk. It's literally the designed outcome of what we're doing. The premium is appropriate compensation for agreeing to that exit in advance. But on a long-term core holding, one you intend to compound for years, the risk is real if the strike is aggressive. The premium is very small. The disruption to decades of compounding is large. The fix is simple. Only sell covered calls on core positions at strikes where the exit would be genuinely acceptable, not just technically profitable. Separating these two types of positions and applying different standards to each of them is how the covered call strategy works for the long haul without creating the problem people are worried about. I got some questions for you guys as always in the comments, okay? Number one, have you ever had a long-term position called away through a covered call and really regretted it? What did that strike and premium look like at that time? And then number two, do you currently run covered calls on any of your core long-term holdings, or do you just keep those completely separate from your wheel strategy positions? I'd love to have those conversations down below. And if you're a beginner just getting into all this stuff, I break everything down in plain, easy to understand English in our Ark Options workshop. It'll be the first link in the description of today's video. At the end of it, you also get my 15 favorite stocks, all under 30 bucks, my 2 premium calculators, as well as my full trade log template to keep yourself nice and organized. You'll find a link to that training by clicking the first link in the description of today's video. As always, guys, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.